Yo, yo, yo. Fancy setup. We got a new setup. Isn't it dope? Yeah. We got an interesting topic for today. How was this better than this? What's up, guys? Welcome to another Star Wars video. Today we're going to be talking about the new LEGO Star Wars Terrifying Tales Disney Plus special for Halloween and how it was better at storytelling than all the sequels combined. Let's get into it. Now, as I'm sure a lot of you agree, Kylo Ren was my favorite character in the sequels, hands down. Just his story arc and the potential of it from The Force Awakens was just unlimited, as it seemed. As the movies went along, we kind of lost all that, and he was gone by the time we were used to his character. The storytelling within 10 minutes about Kylo's backstory was more than any of the directors accomplished in all the films, and it was frustrating but cool to watch at the same time. So, as much as it is a bummer, we did get this from the film. So, before we move along, make sure you hit subscribe and like. My goal is to get this channel monetized so that way I can fuel my iced coffee addiction. And that would be pretty cool if you could buy me a cup of coffee. Going forward and watching this special, it was actually really good. I highly recommend you watch it. It is geared towards kids, so of course it's goofy. It's got some corny lines, but overall, it was actually really enjoyable, and it's set after Rise of Skywalker, which I think is actually pretty interesting. The first story of the Terrifying Tales that they go over is about Kylo Ren and his backstory. Basically, in The Force Awakens, we're introduced to Kylo as this dark, ominous character that's kind of doing Snoke's bidding. He's following in Vader's footsteps because that's his grandfather. He's a Skywalker. He's hungry for power. And then it just dies. We don't really get much more from him after that. So, moving on, the LEGO Star Wars special just crushed the backstory. You see more of Kylo training in the temple than you ever did in the films. You see him get fed up with having to do the basic like Jedi training Padawan stuff. And then you see his internal struggle for power, which we never saw in the films. Now, in the novelizations of the films, we kind of see that Luke senses this darkness in him, this struggle for power, but we never see it from Kylo's perspective, which I think is very interesting. And in terms of character development, I think that would have been really important for us to witness. So, moving back to the LEGO Star Wars special, you go on and you see Kylo meet the Knights of Ren. You don't see anything about Snoke. You don't see anything about kind of like the Emperor's agenda. You just see the Knights of Ren. So, to make a long story short, he ends up joining the Knights of Ren after going on a joyride, and then takes out their leader and dons the name Kylo, because in the TV special, they say the word Kylo means weak or, scared, and he kind of wears that as a badge of honor. Like, how cool is that? Like, that's way more explanation than we ever got in the films in 10 minutes. Like, this is not even the whole special. I don't know what Disney was on. I don't know what they plan to do, but they need to get their together. This blew it out of the water. This blew all the sequels out of the water. And moving forward, I really hope that they kind of see how poorly the sequels were received after The Force Awakens. And I truly think that this is a good place to be at in terms of being a Star Wars fan, because we have a lot of cool content coming out, like the Book of Boba, the Ahsoka show, Obi-Wan, all that stuff we have to look forward to kind of uncover all these things that were left out in the films. And if you want to stay up to date on all the Star Wars news, go check out this video right here going over last week's Star Wars happenings, and make sure you stay up to date.